Well, good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to go drive all the way from Austin, Texas to Salt Lake City, Utah. And tomorrow we're going to buy our new Lamborghini.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan and this is my garage. We have a problem, which is we are lacking a supercar in the garage, which is a big problem when your channel's name is Normal Guys Supercars. We need to get a supercar here, so we're gonna go buy a Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera, and hopefully it's gonna be a lot of fun to work on. It's pretty awesome. It's a beautiful color. You're gonna love it. So we have to drive 1,300 miles to Salt Lake City. It's gonna take like 21 hours. Yeah. Not looking forward to that. And then we got a trailer all the way home, driving another 1,300 miles and another 20 hours. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. So anyway, Adam's gonna come over. We're gonna do this tomorrow morning. So I'm actually filming this the night before because tomorrow morning we're leaving at like 5 a.m. I'm not gonna wanna film at 5 a.m. I'm just gonna wanna drive. I'm gonna be barely awake. So we're gonna hit the road tomorrow morning. You'll join us on the road and hopefully we have a uneventful drive. So we will see how it goes and hopefully we'll be picking up a Lamborghini in about 24 hours. Should be pretty awesome.
The next day.
What are you doing, Dan?
Adjusting it.
Because of me?
Yeah.
Because I had it all dickered up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are we, Dan?
I don't know where, New Mexico.
We're somewhere with a lot of campers, though.
Yes.
That's for damn sure.
Take the next left onto US Route 66 for Rogers.
Yeah,
Drive.
we're going on Route 66, YouTube.
Uh-huh.
We're about halfway there right now.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, yeah, no, we're not. Damn.
2 hours to go to be halfway.
That's disappointing.
It sucks.
That's really disappointing.
Yeah,
I wanted to fly up there and drive it back, but no. You supercar people and your mileage.
Albuquerque's next.
Yep. Why would anybody want to live in this state?
The next day.
Good morning, YouTube. Okay, so we didn't really film much yesterday because, well, there wasn't that much to see. For the first part of the drive, we were in Texas and New Mexico where it was really flat and boring, so there was nothing to see. And then it got dark, and so we were driving in the dark for almost half the drive. It was over 20 hours. It took us 22 hours to get here. We got here at about 2 a.m. So we slept. It's now 8 a.m. and we're gonna go get the car. It's cold. I hate cold. And it's supposed to snow, so we're trying to beat the snow. Hey, look who it is. Morning, sunshine.
Morning.
A huge thanks to Adam's brother Sean for letting us stay at his house. Thank you. We saved some money there. And the accommodations were wonderful. Thank you. Onward to Unique Car Guy. That's the name of the dealership we're gonna go to. He seems like a really legit guy. I hope my intuition's right. So let's go get this car and start a new epic Lambo journey on the channel. Well, YouTube, we are at Unique Car Guy here in Salt Lake City, Utah, and let me tell you, the experience was completely different. Way nicer, totally honest, transparent, showed us everything he's got. I just test drove it. Adam's gonna get the trailer ready. We just wired the money, had to go to the bank and all that stuff. Everything's all set, and I present to you our 2008 Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera in Arancia Borealis or something. It's like pearl orange. We'll just go with that. It is spectacular, and we're gonna have to drive it a bunch, but first we need to get it on the trailer and get it home because we've got 21 hours to go. So we're gonna try to go all the way to Santa Fe tonight, stay at our friend Tyler's place, then get to Austin tomorrow. I know you guys wanna see it more, I know you do, but you're gonna have to wait. We'll drive it some more, so be patient, but oh, it's glorious. It is so pretty. So we didn't really film much because, well, this
Driving in New Mexico is a shithole.
New Mexico sucks. It's very boring. Well, there's some beautiful spots, but very briefly, and the rest of it was just boring. And we are now in Texas. We're actually in Lubbock, which is also boring, but the roads are nice. So we have still 5 hours and 5.5 hours to go. We've been on the road since, I don't know, 7 something in the morning. This total drive is gonna be about 42 hours. Yeah, this is all you get to see. Like, whoa, the highest point in Lubbock, this overpass.
You can see it all.
Well, yeah, wow. You can see wind farms and I don't know, big storage warehouses of some sort. 361 miles to go. Yay. Okay, so Ev and I have had this discussion. I do not really give a shit about McDonald's food. I think it's terrible. But on a road trip, there's two things that McDonald's brings to you. One, McDonald's Coke.
Yes,
It's legit.
it is.
It's
I
the
think
only.
they put cocaine in there.
I'm pretty sure it's cocaine or heroin.
Yeah.
I hate Coke. I never drink Coke. I never drink soda at all. McDonald's Coke while on the road is legit.
Yes.
Second thing, it's consistent. It's consistently terrible, but it's consistent. So when you're on the road and there's like random gas station food or some like diner that you're like, oh God, don't really want to know what they're doing back there. At least McDonald's, you know what you're gonna get.
Yes.
But it's gonna be shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, and it's fast. We're just drinking our McDonald's Coke because
We're addicts.
I'm not.
On this road trip, you are.
Yeah, on the road trip I've had some McDonald's Coke, but like I said, normally never. Ugh. There are a shit ton of windmills in this part of Texas. They are pretty much everywhere.
And this isn't even the most concentrated area.
Yeah, we're still getting to areas that have even denser concentrations of them. It's kind of cool. Like, I mean, they're literally as far as you can see. I know the camera doesn't pick it up, but the tiny little dots out there are windmills. It's pretty cool. Mixed in with a couple of oil pumps too. Oracle. Look, there it is. Post with the horse. Oh, and then the oil pumps right there. We are in Post, Texas. Oh, look at that's Texas as hell. And the Texas little Texas thing on it, and Texas flag. This is where our neighbor Rachel is from. Rachel needs to say Post in proper West Texas drawl. Here it is in all of its glory. Looks like 3 gas stations and a McDonald's. Damn. That's legit. Oh yeah. Burger!
2,000 years later.
Okay, YouTube, we are back in Austin, and I am at the Howard because we're gonna give it a bath. And if you're wondering, I'm standing inside because it's super windy, and so if I stand outside, all you're gonna hear is I'm gonna wash the car. We're gonna give it a good looking over, make sure everything's good, because well, it's very, very dirty. For those of you that don't know, when you transport a car, whether or not it's in transport or out of the transport, it's gonna get dirty when it arrives. So just, you know, accept that's reality. And because we had the windows down in order to get it in and out of the trailer, the interior is totally covered in dust too, so gotta do a full cleaning. There she is in all of her glory. And it was funny because Richard's here and we were just saying that, so his is Rosso Dino, which is orange. Well, it's Rosso, red, Dino, and like, we always said, oh, it's orange, you know? But then, here's what's funny. You look at this, and look at that. That's orange. And then like that is just like bright red. So that's Rosso Corsa, Rosso Dino, and then orange, which is Arancia Borealis. Oh, I forgot to tell you one funny detail about this car. So this car was actually sold through CNC Motors 1 owner ago. I'm not kidding. Check this out. Look at that. CNC Motors. I'll show you all the glorious papers that they gave you when you bought it from CNC Motors. Funny thing about this, I do have the title. So it wasn't a total scam, at least at this point in time. But look at this. Ooh, and look who did it. It was Joey. Sold for somewhere less than $130. I think it was sold 3 or 4 years ago. So that's about what these were going for back then. They've obviously come up quite a bit. You can see at the time it sold at $21,000. It's now got $31,000. But look at, yeah, we got like the little, ooh, yes, no warranty. Hey, here's the Carfax. By the way, I'm the ninth owner. See, it was at Newport Beach. So Lamborghini Newport, they're actually really reputable. So there you go. It's sold in 2019 from CNC Motors. What I don't know is if it was a consignment car or if it was like actual owned by CNC Motors. I believe it was owned by CNC Motors. I'm not 100% sure. So there you have it, my CNC Motors Lamborghini Gallardo. Yeah.
The binder's a collector's item.
It is. It's like kind of historical now. It's actually a point of like, wow, you guys don't exist anymore. Good. All right, let's wash it, and then we'll be able to kind of look over the paint and detail and stuff and see how good it is. I know there's a paint chip on the roof that was disclosed, one tiny mark in the PPF, but it's PPF. And actually the windshield has a plastic shield thing on it. I'm gonna yank it off at some point because it's all scratched up and it's just a protector, and so it looks terrible. But yeah, it's otherwise just dirty, so let's clean it up.
A few moments later.
Alrighty, all washed up. Here's the thing, when you buy a new car, I love to wash them by hand because you kind of learn the lines of the car, you start to see some imperfections, and you really start to learn the car. So I'm gonna point out a few things that make the Superleggera kind of interesting and why it's different than the regular Gallardo and what makes it more expensive and lighter. I mean, that's what Superleggera means. It means super light. I think it's like 150 pounds, something like that. It's not a huge amount, but it's a decent amount, and it's got 11 more horsepower. Woo-hoo! Yeah, that's awesome. So obviously on the outside, you've got carbon fiber mirrors, and you've got the carbon fiber side skirts, and then you've got a big old carbon fiber wing. There's actually two different wings available. There was the high wing, the low wing. This is the high wing. I think it looks better on this car. This rear piece is of course carbon fiber, and believe it or not, this is Lexan. So that is plexiglass or Lexan or whatever. A special exhaust, so it's a different exhaust specific to the Superleggera. Different diffuser, different wheels. We have carbon ceramic brakes. But that was actually like an $18,000 option. So that was not standard on the Superleggera. So it is an option. This one does have it. Of course, you got the Superleggera on the side. Actually, one thing that's really cool about the wheels, they actually say Superleggera on them. Right there, Superleggera. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, Superleggera. Everything's Superleggera. Superleggera. These windows are also Lexan, and so is this rear window. So it's kind of interesting. That makes it kind of a little bit tricky to wash this car. You have to be a little bit careful not to scratch things. So you gotta be very gentle. Cleaning that on the inside was a total pain in the ass. It took me like 5 minutes just to clean that to get so you could see through without streaks everywhere. So that already is a bit of a pain in the ass. That's kind of about it on the exterior. Not a whole lot else that is unique to the Superleggera. So let's move on to the interior, and you'll see it's quite a bit different than the regular Gallardo. Okay, yeah, you can hear the F1 pump prime. So we have these door panels, which are entirely carbon fiber with a little leather strap for the pull handle. The seats, the dashboard, the steering wheel, everything is Alcantara. Even the ceiling is Alcantara. And it has cool little Superleggera dots or whatever markings. It even says Superleggera on the seats. I don't think that is a factory floor mat. So I think that is aftermarket. I'm not entirely sure. Center console is carbon fiber, as is the parking brake and the center cluster. Everything is carbon fiber where possible, or Alcantara. Basically, that's kind of where they save some weight and of course make it look kind of cool. So one of the flaws with this car is of course the reverse button. It's kind of wonked out a bit right there. And then the center console buttons are they're a little bit faded. It's kind of hard to see in here. The lighting's terrible. We do have just a slight bit of stickiness on the lock and unlock button. It's not bad, but they're definitely going to get worse at some point. Inside here, that's kind of about the only flaws in the interior. There's almost no wear on the bolsters. There's no stains. I mean, it just looks kind of good. I really need to remove that plastic cover. It looks terrible. It's so scratched up. Oof. I'm gonna have to get rid of that thing. So overall, yeah, it's I don't know, this is a beautiful car. I love the Arancia Borealis. It's an amazing color. It looks so good in the sunlight. We were just kind of sitting there admiring how good that color looks. But we're gonna get out and drive it and do a review on it. So that'll be the next video. I'll be doing a review on it, talking about it. Adam's gonna review it, and so is of course Megan. So she'll have her opinions on this car, which I'm sure will be very terrible, so you'll want to stick around for all of that. But that's kind of it. So we're going to show you a lot more with this car. We're going to do some work on it. We're going to change the oil, probably flush the brake fluid, we're considering changing the clutch, so it's at 22%. It's right on the edge of whether or not I want to change it, because I think it's like $3,000 or $4,000 just for the clutch. So I think I'll probably do it. Obviously we're going to throw in that Klein exhaust and give it a tune, which will make it sound incredible. So you're gonna wanna stay tuned for all that. Like, share, and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and of course, go visit normalguysupercar.com. There you can support us by buying parts and services for your car. Use the code NGS10, hook yourself up with 10% off. But we'll be doing a lot more car stuff, so you guys are gonna wanna stay tuned. It's gonna be sweet.